How is it that K-pop idols can keep up such exhaustive schedules and rules? The answer is clear: habit. To become idols, these artists have to go through a training period where they receive, at least, singing and dancing lessons day and night. Training periods can vary, but most commonly, these stars have trained for years. During that time, there are many rules that trainees must follow if they don't want to be kicked out of their agencies, literally.
Whoa. Shing, you got it right, yeah.
Here are 10 things you might not know about the K-pop trainee period. At the end of the video, if you know any other rules or secrets, you can leave it in the comments. Number 10. You can't date anyone. This is probably the most well-known rule that not only trainees have to follow, but even idols after their debut. We know that these artists are humans just like us, and that it's almost impossible not to break this rule. But the truth is, if the agency discovers that a trainee is dating someone, that person will be severely punished or even kicked out of the agency.
That's weird.
Number 9. You can't talk to the opposite sex. This may not happen in all agencies of the industry, but in many, trainees shouldn't relate with the opposite sex beyond a greeting. In the same way, we know that this isn't always true, since there are many friendships between male and female idols out there. Number 8. You can't work part-time. Again, this rule may not be a must in all agencies, but it's true that in most of them, if you want to become a successful K-pop idol, you have to only focus on that. Therefore, it's common for trainees to have financial problems.
Please give me $1.
Number 7. You can't choose your hairstyle. This is closely related to the fact that in K-pop groups, each member has a certain role. So things like your hairstyle is something that your agency will always take care of so that you can fit into the role that has been assigned to you. Number 6. Your phone gets checked every time. This seems to be one of the strictest rules in the industry. Yet there are cases where trainees cannot even have a phone. When the agency lets their trainees use their cell phones, they will be constantly checked by managers to make sure they aren't dating anyone or doing things they shouldn't do. Number 5. You can't use social media. This one goes hand in hand with the previous rule, since it's assumed that if the agency lets their trainees use their cell phones, it's only to communicate with their families. However, thanks to testimonies from ex-trainees and ex-idols, we know that they often have secret accounts on social media. Number 4. You can't party or even go out. After an extensive training of 12 hours or more, trainees are supposed to go directly to their home to rest. It's frowned upon that they go out to party or even go out with their friends to have a good time. So it's not uncommon for managers to control everything they do inside and out of their agencies. Do you love our content? Hit that subscribe button on the bottom right. Number 3. Your weight will be constantly checked. One of the biggest fears of all trainees and even idols is the weight check. It's known that all agencies check the weight of their artists. What can vary is how often they do it, since some agencies do it once a week and others even daily. It's said that K-pop artists shouldn't weigh more than 50 kilograms, so they should always follow a strict diet along with their training. Number 2. If you don't improve, you'll be kicked out. Passing an audition is just the beginning of everything. To continue training in your agency, you must meet certain expectations. Improve your dance, your singing skills, follow the company's rules, maintain an ideal weight, learn to interact with the public and model, and so on. If at some point the agency feels that you haven't improved anything since you started training, you run the risk of being kicked out. Number 1. You may never get to debut. Every trainee's worst nightmare is never getting to debut. Unfortunately, it's more common that you never get to debut in this industry since the competition is very huge and harsh. Sometimes it's not just about the talent and effort, but the luck the person has.
Check out this video. It's specially selected for you. You'll like it.